deal when the night check came and I still got chills to the 2K lick. I ain't even go pro, got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my...
It's week 5 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Underwood. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Underwood. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Underwood. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun. Parks. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Farrell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Farrell. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Operating from the gun. Parks. That is caught.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up. Operating from the gun. Parks. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16.
And now an audible here into something else.
They'll run on first down. Farrell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive.
Underwood.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Here we go, set. Set up.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Underwood. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Encroachment, defense.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Parks. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Up the middle they go. Farrell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Bills going to take over again on offense.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Underwood. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Under pressure, they got him again. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A final shot before break. Parks. And this one is incomplete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Parks.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we have come to halftime, and what's up?
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Parks. He finds his man, complete. That's steal. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Operating from the gun. Underwood. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Underwood sets up the screen to Robinson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Farrell. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Parks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Farrell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They're pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 28-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Underwood. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll keep it on the ground. Farrell. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now a give right side. Farrell, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.